It's the mighty good word, party folk. I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here about a mile high on the sun's day. It's Sunday, September 29th. Happy birthday to the Libras. It's past the equinox. We are in the fall season up here. Y'all, it's the solar eclipse, new moon in Libra is fast approaching. I wanted to just kind of take a dive in and look more at basically what your week has been like, which this kind of channeled introduction message was trying to get a feel so for most of you it could be a reflection that has deepened over the last week. We're just gonna kick into it, right? What's going on in the sky? Venus is flying through their transit in Scorpio. Mercury is also flying through its transit through Libra and is about to meet with the sun. So tomorrow, Mercury will talk to the sun after having met with having had a conversation with Jupiter and Neptune and Saturn. So a lot coming out from hidden, a lot coming out of being hidden, a lot coming from a lot coming out of closed doors. So you could be watching this go down. You could be experiencing this. Someone could be enlightening you to something in a relationship, or maybe leaving one, entering a new one, maybe finally entering a new level of relationship or a new type of relationship after being left out. So typical stuff like finalizing court cases, starting court cases, or even like starting a new job after deep kind of retrospect and contemplation. Anyway, magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals. I'm your mercurial effervescent, very slow Sunday, sleepy Sunday, Akashic librarian, ninja warrior, messenger with your divine messages for your spiritual exaltation, your spiritual evolution, and your human growth through spaces and times here as we approach the solar eclipse new moon in Libra, as we are shifted out, as we shift out, as we shift in, and as we are shifted in. Let's see. So the message is channeled after reading the Sabian Oracle for Libra 11 and Libra 12. So over the past few weeks, you could have been alluded to, or you yourself could have perceived more so in a grander awareness, your lens, the lens that you look through. You could be making decisions that maybe you still want to reflect on, as funny as that sounds. So there could be a indecisive quality of like taking something back that you had said, or a decision you had made, but also more so you could be making decisions now after having time to reflect from a different frame of lens, where you were thinking and perceiving in a certain way than you were alluded to in a particular manner, however that happened, with the barriers you kind of have made looking through this, looking at things in that manner. So very general, but now it flips where over the last week you have taken a deeper as you went deeper, while taking a look, as you went to the depths of those new, through discovering your new lens, looking through the new lens and discovering anew, as it took you went deep, and now those depths are surfacing. Truths from these depths surface over the last week. They're bubbling up, they're surfacing. So you could feel out of touch in a way, whether it's with your job, whether like all of a sudden your budget takes the main center stage, or your diet, or your perception of your self-awareness and your body, the way you feel about yourself and your body, the way you think about yourself, a relationship that you're in, or a job that you're in, or how far you want to take your career, or how you may want to switch. All those things are like highly intellectualized until you realize that you've been highly intellectualizing, and now you switch to a different perspective, like unconditional love, or tough love, or a not so a radical approach to self-acceptance, rather than just accepting things as they are, or as you perceive that they are for you, or however faded a quality your lifestyle may have to it. All of a sudden you question who does assign the faded quality, and is it more so that you have accepted a quality of fate that you run with, that you'd hardly question until now? So even if you're left out, even if you feel like you're kicked out or left out, or someone broke up with you, it could be more meaningful in a way where, if you can see the humor of it, if that does exist in the type of relationship that you're in, if there's a reconciliation, it could become deeper. Like, it could be what you need to have that talk, for example, that takes your relationship to the next level, or the consideration can go deeper, and so it elevates the depth, or it does deepen the relationship, or you find you stumble upon the right person, the right conversation, a new contract sort of thing gets drawn up in a way. Mostly this eclipse is surrounding relationships, and how you want to act in that new frame of mind, and a new perspective. The shift in your perspective, how that can now guide you to have more fruitful, successful contracts and relationships at work, with yourself, with your body, with your lover, with your relationship, with your family, with your siblings, with your children. I have here the Black Moon Astrology. It's an intense oracle. It's curious. I find it curious in that it's humorous, and the producer, Suzanne Shepherd, whoever created this, the creator of the deck, Suzanne Shepherd, assigned so many freaking definitions. We'll get through it. Basically, I'm laying out the 3 cards from this oracle, Black Moon Astrology, for your situation, the challenge that crosses the situation, and the basis of the situation. So first 3 cards of the Celtic cross spread. Okay, you have card 21, Sagittarius, I see. I believe this is Temperance, but we'll check. Card 21, I see. And this is about faith, and more so allowing yourself a freedom. So there could be, because this is the time period is of this week and what's coming up in the few days, it really is a release. The challenge is the South Node, card 42, Life's Debts. What is that? Like the Five of Cups? I'm now really like, can I sum it up for you with the basis being void of course, moon, missing, card number 52. What does hold you back from an adventure? It's not a person. Is it you? So when we look at the South Node, it is about the relationship with yourself, with your former self and your future self, with the self that exists in the now, which is the important part, right? But that's what's missing here. That's where you are so moved by the future that is retrospective. It bounces from the past. It's a ping pong effect, right? Have you moved on from what hasn't actually... I get the Seven of Pentacles, like looking at the coulda, shoulda, woulda, and now acting from that. So you're this void of course moon, card 52, you're now creating more situations in this retrospective, retrograde way, right? Where it's like, where are you missing from your own life at the moment? Are you so fast forward? Are you so fast ahead? Are you so far gone into the next? Are you above people? That there is that quality to this moon where you could be realizing that you have assumed a superior authoritative position, which is good until you realize it has taken over. So now, though that has worked for you in the long run for a long time, now you must shift. You must drop that mask. You must have faith in a youthful authority, which means you're developing a new form of authority, which means for the meanwhile, you are missing because you're finding this new path. Okay, Sagittarius, Archer, okay, let me see. Six of Wands, freedom, exploration, lucky breaks, religion, travel, philosophy, honesty. So you may begin to study a lot. The Sagittarius card impresses that on you, where you could feel lucky. Because of the perspective shift, this is actually Six of Wands. It's not Temperance. I don't know why I was thinking Temperance. So it is victory, right? And the Six of Wands is Jupiter in Leo, which comes up soon enough, in a few months. But for now, we release. Situation being your calling, your freedom, your honesty, your truth, whether it is that you want to travel or whether it is that you want to explore a new level of you or a new level of a relationship, or if you want more, if you want your relationship to expand out of the partnership where it is now that you go, you are on the go, you're able to spend time apart, and you're able to come together and also travel together, travel separately. I don't know why I'm getting things like that, like doing things that you didn't used to, going to places that you didn't know you wanted to visit, seeing things from that newer lens, being more philosophical, looking at things through more spiritual lens, honoring a balance and not just looking at things through spiritual lenses, but honoring your practical side and not allowing that to slip away, even though you can easily give in to faith and hope. Maybe you are scared because that is part of the past where you, as a child, had a lot of faith and hope, and now you put that aspect of you away. You put those characteristics, you put those qualities of yourself away because it only brought you more weight. It brought you physical weight, physical burden on you. And now you seek a more relaxed approach, or your body tells you, hey, we've worked hard now to release the weight. It could be the metaphorical, the weight of the world. It could be that now your spirit feels less weight. It could be you feel more spirited away. You could feel spiritually lighter. You could feel that the demons are leaving, that you are escaping the grasp of the devil, when as you come to more and find more and seek more light, you see now that the devil never had the grasp on you, okay? It was always the angels leading you out, leading you away, okay? And also you see now where the chains, you can easily remove them, and there's no fight now. There's no struggle anymore. You fight, you grasp air, you grasp for air, you fight to breathe. You're breathing in new air as you leave space by removing old air, the old air about you, okay? I'm getting a little bit caught up there. Yo, it's good. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, stick around, subscribe. All my readings are different, I know. This is like an old school reading where I used to just go off. Okay, I'm good. Hold on. I'm sorry, this is the worst part. It's like filming myself while I'm looking for a page. Yeah, that's 5 of Cups, right? No, I'm sorry, 10 of Swords. Endings, the closing of doors, beginnings, a shocking loss, but then a fresh start. Oh my gosh, that's very much like the freaking solar eclipse. And it does fall on the South Node because the South Node is currently in Libra, and we are in between the Libra South Node and Pisces South Node axes. We just had Pisces North Node, Aries, Virgo South Node, Aries North Node, Libra South Node axes. We just had a eclipse in the full moon in Pisces, and now we're in that. We're back in the Libra Aries axis. Libra is in the South Node, and we are about to hit that solar eclipse with the new moon in Libra, of course. So endings, a closing of doors, beginnings, a shocking loss, but then a fresh start. Wake-up calls, karma and karmic relationships, cause and effect, fate, previous status. We talked about fate, previous states of existence, what you have failed to live up to so far, memories of previous lives. We talked about what you have failed to live up to so far, and not in such a brute crass manner, more that you put these aspects of you away as a form of protection. And now we're channeling with the Sabian Oracle message that your old perception was your shield. So the perception of yourself as a hopeful, a faithful, and a fatefully, divinely guided, creative creature, creative person, creative soul, light spirit, spirit of light, a light walker and a light worker, regardless of your where you apply your leadership skills. A lot of you do honor that, regardless of whether you have a leadership role. You have been a mentor, you are a mentee, you have mentors, you have mentees, and you also are advised by angelic realms. You not only are an advisor, you're not just a teacher, you're also a student of grander mentors like archangelic and karmic forces. So you can hold on to karma, it will slip away, slip through the fingers, but it's up to you to declare your perception of it, regardless of whether it's lost or learned or lived up to. There's always these chances where you're given glimpses into these parallel the you that's it's stuck in a former self and a you that's stuck in the future self. Like, how can you glue them together, right? And it's never about losing all the qualities that took you away from the now, from you now. It's never about eliminating your former self. It's about, we said glue, we said temperance, we said, how can you alchemically, synergistically brew yourself and not be so stuck, not be delivered to the past, and not be guided and not be hindered because the past still haunts you, the past suppresses you, the past is the weight of the Ten of Swords. The past reminds you of endings and brisk, like fast beginnings that fail, like self-sabotage or false starts. Old patterns, the shadow side, what is beneath the surface, addictions, becoming trapped in a situation, feeling chained, unresolved conflicts, insecurity, depression, doubts, instincts, growth, thoughts and deeds, the soul's journey through space and time. Sweeping change, doors closing while others open, breaking free, psychic breaks that bring on full potential. Some of you are coming into a new soul tribe. Some of you were in limbo. Some of you have heard the call, and it's been tough breaking away from the ego. Hey, there is a better way, is a way that you see it, okay? So blocks, obstacles, are you facing them? Are you going around them? Are they being removed? Are you removing them? Continue. You're almost there, okay? You see now where you're headed. You see now where this way, right? There is a better way. So Carl Sandburg quote, "The moon is a friend for the lonesome to talk to. All is not as it seems," right? It may not be a good or appropriate time for your question. As it is now, the results may not be what you want. However, meditation and any type of psychic or spiritual efforts will work out better when this card turns up. It's a good time to dream and even make plans. Just do not act on them yet. Welcome to divine timing. So So frustrations, delays. Use this time of emptiness to not pay attention to anything, right? To figure out, how can I pay attention to me? A time to float or rest, serendipitous occurrences, a time to disconnect, things begun requiring adjustments later, inconclusive or wrong medical results, an unfavorable time to apply for a job or get married or for non-routine medical procedures. I mean, yeah, that's the freaking eclipse. Like, do not go into any type of... That's what I've been warning some clients that I read for like a week or two ago. Like, can you postpone that procedure until January? Thank you all so much. Well, like we talked about, I would not continue your job search. It's just during this timing that it's regarded as you're seeing more where you don't want to go. So you could make those types of decisions where you don't want to work, right? And 10 of Cups, a lot of you have shifted over the last few months also. You're coming into a new personality. I get this a lot. I was getting this a lot for Virgos. With the 10 of Swords, I have Sun in Gemini. What was the void of Course Moon? Oh, 8 of Cups. So casually. Oh, 8 of Cups. Great. So it's like the weight of the last year, the weight of the last two years. It's like it now. Can you alleviate yourself of that? Can you put your phone? Maybe some of you did turn that phone off. You know, however many hours or however many minutes you were afforded to put the phone down, to get away from work, to get away from the family, to catch a nap. That may be what happens over the next few days. Can you declare that you won't put anything on autopilot, that you will secure, that you will organize in order for you to take a break, even if it's a mini break? In that break, you will receive a eureka moment, okay? With the Sagittarius card here, 6 of Wands next to 10 of Swords, next to 8 of Cups. That's a moment, a download, a eureka moment, an aha moment that comes from processing in just a few days what you have experienced over the last 1 to 2 years. So there can be a moment of brilliance that you can sense in meditation. 4 of Wands and 8 of Wands at the split, and then here's High Priestess next to the King of Wands, and here's a brand new start, the Fool. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, a new contract, working on 3 of Wands, envisioning and working alongside Spirit now creates new sustenance. Okay, new growth spurt from coming from lack mentality, from supposing that because nothing seems to be working, that you cannot shift out of perspective into new alignment, into new lens, and see your way out of unfulfilled, unsuccessful commitments. Then declare your rest. So you're realizing your leadership qualities, the top-notch leadership skills. It's Time for you to hone in and no longer suppress that by taking on former self, former you. Now align former you with the new self. Okay, realignment. A brand new beginning that will take realignment before you progress. Okay, Void of Course Moon, card 52, missing. What's missing? This calibration, a recalibration. Two of Wands, recalibrate. Or simply calibrate, right? Eight of Wands. We're not ready yet, but once it's out the gate, it will fully go. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Okay, look. Past, 10 of Wands. We talked about that. The weight of the freaking world. It came down on you. Saturn in Sagittarius, okay? On top of the Sagittarius card. That's the situation. Finally being freed. You may have thought you were stuck in something. You may have wanted to break out of something. You may have wanted to give up on something. You may have thought you made the wrong decision. Some of you could be turning back. Like I said, turning around, recalibrating the decision. Is the decision fitting? Okay. Some of you may find out that you can still have what you want with a lot of the terms that you've drawn up already. So do you really have to restart like everything? No, it's not about a restart. Total refresh, total restart. But because it's internal and it's a shift that is guided by actual physical change and excitable actual change, it could very well be that because the relationship is leveling up, because that could be at work, so promotion, relocation, that sort of thing, but also not the rush to solidify relationship, but to deepen, to there's a new surge involved in that, and maybe it is even just the relationship with you bringing the old former self back into alignment with the now, and not leaving the future self out, bringing that back in. But it's knowing that in due time, it's not necessarily ready. You're not cooked yet. Make out the Hierophant. Look, Justice, card number 8 at the bottom of the deck. Libra. We also have the Moon, Pisces and Virgo vibrations with the High Priestess. Sun in Gemini, Saturn in Libra. I'm sorry, Sun in Gemini, Saturn in Sagittarius. Also Libra. We have Sun in Aries. Or Venus in Aries, sorry. Venus in Aries, and also I think that was it, right? I don't know why I keep because that's a 10 of Swords. Oh, Saturn in Pisces. So this will put you on track for better relationships, like your comebacks, your redos, your recommitments. And it doesn't have to be reconciliation. It can just be you committing to the path again, that you do want to go through the motions, go through the steps to ready yourself to date, to hang out, to get to know people, but in a more elevated manner, where you now do run with spirit, right? Like there's this like there is a new lighter way about you, if a trusting. But it's kind of going back to the drawing board in all instances, in career, in with friends, with family, with friends more so, social communities. So you may be entering a new era of you where you do feel like you no longer associate with the networks that you used to run with. And so we'll finish off with 4 more cards, please. Where you stand now, your power, your strength, and your surroundings, your environment, and your hopes and faith, hopes or fears, faith, hopeful fears, and the outcome. Okay. That darn 8 of Wands just will not stop coming out for you. There's Temperance. They show up after all. Capricorn is also here, Sagittarius, right? And we have Moon in Sagittarius, Mercury in Sagittarius. Sorry, Mercury in Sagittarius. We have Mars in Leo. We have Jupiter in Capricorn. We have Venus in Aquarius. Okay, so again, leaving old networks, leaving where you feel very basic, very layman's, like where you feel defeated, but also where you feel you have been taken advantage of. Leaving spaces, you're still seeing a lot of spaces where you're being taken advantage of, honoring not the loss, but what you can take away, what you have learned as far as the experience, and honoring that if you don't create this change or evolution in your mind, in the mental sphere, will you then truly shield yourself if you're not receiving this shift of perspective and honoring that you have to take that like heed. You have to now be more committed to the boundaries that you have to express and uphold. It could have a lot to do with work. Again, it's like your work is shifting and you're coming in a little paranoid for good reason, but it's having faith, belief that you cannot be brought down. Like you cannot carry on other people's like desire to be like others' desire to prove a point. You have to step out of their way. You have to leave them room. You have to trust that you will be protected from them and that they cannot sway you or dissatisfy you, that you are your own satisfier. You hunt and you satisfy your own self, so there's no need for you hunt for your own satisfaction. You don't hunt for the thrill of it. You don't chase for when others tell you to chase. You chase for what you chase what you want. You go for what you want. You know it takes longer. You know you can make mistakes within it. But if you're working with someone in honesty, and if you are in that relationship where you're able to really shift and evolve within it, even though you may not initially want to, it's like both of you are hard-headed head asses, like seeing where the other person can take their head out of their own ass, and like seeing where you could take your head out of your own body. Five of Swords, Venus and Mercury, right? Like, who's right, who's wrong, who cares? Do y'all, like, are y'all vibing with each other? Like, is it going to be the petty? Is it going to be constant headaches? Is it because you can't speak up? Is it because you didn't speak up and now it's too late? Well, okay, have you learned from that, right? Like, around you, there's a lot of little change that can be big, little incremental changes, little victories, little wins, little celebrations that can add up. And then it then doesn't become that you're carrying all these burdens. It's that you're carrying all this level of benevolence and luck, and you're aligning with beauty, and there's an abundance of beauty, and there's abundance of what you want to do. It's around you. It's trying to get to you, but you're all mixed up. You're all down. You're all upset. You're all pissed off. And there's like, hey, put some of those fights down. You don't need to, like, be on high alert. There's something in you do have hope. You do have a plan already. That can be your hope. There are things you can be hopeful about. There are many things you can be there's a new center, there's a new focal point. You can have faith in that being the starter, the fire starter. The start doesn't have to look like it always has. It doesn't have to look all dressed up. It doesn't have to have all the makeup on, wig snatch. It doesn't have to be like tightened and like on. It just has to be taught right. It just has to be right. It just has to be taught to be right. It doesn't have to be all done up, all pretty. It will, eventually you will see the beauty beyond the like initial like bubbling up, which I guess isn't that pretty, right? Look, travel in love. Rider-Waite-Smith, 8 of Wands. Travel in love. Also, get it together. So many things piling up. The dishes piling up. Okay, but like the spinning plates piling up. Can we pull more? What's with the High Priestess? Can we get information? Can we get clarity on the High Priestess? What were we saying earlier? Okay, we have Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Attempting to clarify the High Priestess. So the High Priestess knows, even though it's unexpected, it's a quick turnaround. It's something you haven't been paying attention to. But also you're locked in, so there's no need. It's like there's no need for you to waver, even though you may not see it. Even though it doesn't look like what we were just saying. It doesn't look like it always does. This start this time around, this start is so big. It doesn't look like what you're used to. Okay, but it's gaining momentum. There's a need for you to like parlay, and there's a need for you to sift through information. You're paying attention to a lot. Pay attention to you, to your local state of being, Sun in Capricorn. Pay attention to your work, like mind your business. That's what I want to say with this, with the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Mind your business, okay? Your business is elevating, so like there's a need to look at what you're looking at. Like, yo, over here, like look at over here. We got escalated situation, okay? It's about you sitting right there. Are you paying attention over here? Okay, we need your attention over here. There's something that you know that if you just trust that it may not look like it's coming up. And so that's the challenge. I guess it doesn't look like anything's happening. Can we get Five of Swords? Clarity on the Five of Swords. Okay, this whole lifestyle shift that you're undergoing, you're maturing, you're learning how not to allow your emotions take over the best of you, to allow you to lead you to the wrong path, to the wrong jobs. You're working smarter. You're tired of working hard. Work smarter, not harder, right? Also, you have arrived. You feel you have arrived, but it's like, where have I even arrived? Where the hell am I? Hold up. You've been crying over all that mess, okay? Hold up. Gabriel blaring the horn. Hold up. Everybody, shh, be quiet. Gabriel blasting the horn, okay? Patience. Stop. You will see it come through, okay? Why worry your mind? Why so much anxiety and stress? Okay, it's a coming. Okay, are you gonna be able to handle it? It's the little bits and pieces, like they come together, they come at you, and you're like, what? Spirit says, get ready, right? Look, you're going to come out of that. You're going to come out of that feeling of being left out. Spirit says, you better get ready, okay? Because you've been dreaming up. Look, 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups, Gemini, Knight of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. This is what's been happening. You've had to walk that fine line. I have Scorpio here. I have Sun in Capricorn. I have Mercury in Taurus. You are being promoted. You had to elevate spiritually. It could look like your lifestyle had to change. You had to give up a lot. It took a lot of courage. It has taken a lot of courage. Your level of courage has risen from mopey crybaby to strong AF. Strong mother effer, okay? Nobody can F with you. And now you're coming out. You're like all banged up. You're beat up. You're tired. But you realize why you left yourself out, why you were counted out. You didn't want to be in that mess. I have Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Capricorn. I'm sorry, Virgo. But I did say Capricorn a bunch of times anyway. I have Sagittarius. I have Mars in Capricorn, 3 of Pentacles. I have 10 of Pentacles, Mercury in Virgo, sorry. But I do have Mercury in Taurus. And then I have Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. And then I have the Lovers, Gemini. And then I have Mars in Gemini, or Jupiter in Gemini with the 9 of Cups. And then Mercury in Cancer. Then we have the Five of Cups spilled over here, right? The Three of Cups spilled in the Five of Cups card. But then we have back to life, okay? Back to you. I love it. There's a lot to say about clearing out a lot of mind space. A lot of the mind space is what's creating the division between your emotional state and your manifestation coming to fruition, or you at least starting to honor that you're leaving. You're literally getting on a fast car, and driving away from the Five of Pentacles. You're literally being taken out from your anew, like the angels have blared their horns. Gabriel and Michael, they're here. Get your sword ready. Get ready. You can't have all that on you. You can't have that suppression in your mind. If you have to take something back, take it back. If you have to apologize to someone, make it yourself. If you have to say sorry, tell yourself sorry. If you have to write about it, go ahead and write about it and cry about it. Go ahead, rip it up and burn it in a safe space or something like that. I don't know. You can just throw it away. You can write a note to someone and rip it up and throw it in the trash and call it a day. Whatever you failed to say, whatever you wanted to say that you never said, now allow your mind to be alleviated from all that suppressed, tainted love. Okay, now shift. Now deliver yourself from carrying all that. Now walk into a lighter you, a lighter version of you, the you of this now, this you in this time now, okay? Believe, the High Priestess believes, okay? Wow, I honor you. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. That was a cool reading. Very inspiring. Y'all are inspiring me to relax tonight and to chill out. Anyway, I hope that y'all enjoy the reading. Please hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, stick around, leave me a comment, say hello, share this with anyone, hit thumbs up if you want to support me in the growth of the channel. Also follow through Linktree if you want to book a reading with me. Email me if you need help with anything or have questions. calendly.com/milehighpriest, linktr.ee/milehighpriest. All of those will lead you to book me. Anyway, enjoy your solar eclipse, new moon in Libra, and all the other things. Apparently there's a asteroid and a comet and whatnot. It's a party out there always. Okay, ciao, peace.